Welcome back. Today I'm going to show you some soaps that I really like to use when the summer is here and it's very hot outside. And the reason why I like these soaps is because I don't really have to worry about them drying on the car. If they dry on the car, you can re-wet them and they just come right back to life. They don't stain the car. They don't leave anything on there if they dry. So today I'll use two of them in a foam cannon, and I'll put the other one in the wash bucket. And I got 5. I think there's probably more that they make, but I've got 5 here, and we'll use 3 out of the 5 and show you guys how they work. These are McKee's 37 soaps, and like I said, if they dry on the paint and it gets 115 degrees here in the summer, 120 degrees on some days in Las Vegas, it's very, very hot. You have to work fast, and a lot of soaps, they don't want you to do that, let them dry, so you're really under pressure. Here, there's no pressure. And I'm going to use 2 in 2 different foam cannons, 2 different soaps. I'm going to let them dry on purpose today. It's pretty hot out there. I'm already starting to sweat, and I'm in the shade. So I'm going to do 2 in the foam cannons. I'm going to let them dry. Then we'll rinse them off. Then we'll wash the car, and I'll let the 3rd soap dry that I'm washing by hand with. And we'll see how that goes. All right, guys. So all of the soaps you can buy over at autoforge.net. So go ahead and check them out and see what else you can find over there, because they have about everything. Let's go. All right, so let's grab the first one. We'll put the graphene auto wash. Well, let's put that one in the foam cannon here. Squirt some in there. And let's put a lot, just to know that we've got a lot of soap on there. And then we'll put the power wash and gloss and wax. This even has additives inside it. And we'll put that inside this one. We'll put a nice good amount. We'll use the SiO2 auto wash. Tell you what, let's put that in a bucket over here. And I think I used that bucket just a couple days ago to wash my car. So there's a whole bunch of product in there. It's all SiO2 auto wash. And we use that one by hand as well. Okay, guys, the first one is power wash and gloss. All right, and wax. Power wash and gloss and wax. Let's spray it on. We'll do half the car. All right, guys, well, we're really in no hurry here. We want this to sit there, dry as much as possible. We'll take our time, let it sit there. Let me show you. I don't know if we're going to have enough time for it to actually drip all the way off and dry, but we're going to let it sit all over the glass. It is nice and thick. It is starting to run down. All right, so we've got it on half the car. Okay, guys, so the other one was actually graphene auto wash, and this one is power wash, gloss, and wax. All right, doesn't really matter, we're putting half on each side, but let's just show you and say the right one. Power wash, gloss, and wax. The other one was graphene auto wash. Here we've got the power wash, gloss, and wax, and I think this just foamed up better than the graphene one. The graphene was no slouch, but the power wash, gloss, and wax does better at foaming. So we've got it all over the car here. Let's go on this side. All right, it is nicely starting to dry. Here is the graphene auto wash, starting to dry up there. Look at that. Here we go. This is what we want to see, this kind of dirt stuff here. Now, as you can see, my finger, if I rub it on there, it's stuck there. Okay, so the soap is drying on there. Even if I rub my finger, it's on there. It's kind of, you know, stuck there. So what we want to know is when I rehydrate it, rinse it off, does it come off? That's what we're gonna find out. Well, since I'm waiting, I might as well clean the wheels with my new Poor Boys spray and rinse wheel cleaner. Very powerful, no need to touch it, spray it on and rinse it off. Just letting that stuff dry and might as well get clean. All right, guys, and after you've washed your wheels and you want to seal them up, try out some 303 touchless sealant. It is a fantastic product that 303 makes. Let's show you. All right, so once you've washed the wheels, you grab your 303 and they are still wet, and you go ahead and spray it on. Let it sit for a couple seconds and you rinse it right off. So it's pretty easy, you know, spray, let it sit for a couple seconds, rinse it off with some power, and they are sealed. They'll probably be sealed for 60 days from now. Okay, well, I think it's pretty much dried everywhere. You got a couple spots of some foam, but I'll show you up close. All right, so this side obviously is in the shade, but it is pretty dry. And you can see it drying on the windows. We're gonna look at the windows there. Look at here. This is in the sun. Sunlight. It's dried over here. This side is definitely in the sun. You can see all the drying going on. Look at that. Look at that. How scared would you be if you walked up and saw all that? Even on the hot, I mean, it's hot panel. All right, so let's see. Let's go ahead and hit it with some water. I don't know if you guys can see that or not because of sunlight, but it is definitely fixed that right away. This is right away. Fantastic. No problem. This side is the graphene, guys. This is the graphene. All right, there you go. Fantastic. That's the graphene. Let's go on over here to the wash and gloss side. Might as well start out. Well, let's start out with this window. Look at that. It knocks it right down, guys. Here's another one. All right, obviously we don't see too well in the shade there. Let's do this one. This is the hood with the wash and gloss and wax. So as you can see, the soaps do not matter if they dry. Once you wet them, rehydrate them, they go right into being able to work again. They're workable and wash right off. If you didn't see that hydrophobic, that is a McKee's 37 coating on top there, and I applied that to this car, so it doesn't even affect the coatings if the soap dries on there. Now what will affect your car is letting the water dry on there. So we need to get some soap. I need to finish rinsing this and get some new soap on there. I'm going to put that SiO2 auto wash on there. I'll let that dry, and let's go. All right guys, well I just finished hand washing this vehicle with the SiO2 soap from McKee's 37. That's their auto wash, SiO2 infused. And what the McKee soaps do is they're like a barrier from the sun to your paint. They're in between, and whatever dries is the soap. So it doesn't make those hard water spots on your car, because if you do this with a lot of other soaps, you'd be in a world of hurt. But this is the third and final one that I'm going to show you guys today. We're letting it dry out there, and I'll show you how easy it is to rinse it off, and then how quickly it is just to finish the job. All right guys, so once again we're back here, and as you can see, the SiO2 soap has dried. It is dry. This is the sun side of the vehicle, and it's dried all the way through the back. So let's go ahead and get rinsing here. And even though it is wet and you can see the water on there, you can see that there is none of that spotting from the soap that was dry on there. So you can't see on the white, but the glass is a good indicator of what's going on here. See that? It's easy guys, all you do is rinse it off. All right guys, it's hot out here. I need to get something on there. I'm going to use the McKee's 37 high detail spray. We'll spray a little bit of that just as a drying aid. Put that down there. I've got the Glacier 1100. This is the biggest drying towel that I can find, and it works fantastic. All right, for the wheels, you take your detail spray, give it a nice spray. You get your wheel drying towel. Yeah, that looks good. And that's just a spray and rinse with the Poor Boys 303 spray and rinse sealant, and a high gloss detail spray. Look at that. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. All right guys, just a couple things left to do. Now we're working in the sun, trying to make it easier for you guys. So something I've been using is the Poor Boys glass cleaner. Picked it up a couple weeks ago, and it's a fantastic product for the sun. Okay guys, pretty much done. Just gonna do the tires. I know I didn't clean them and scrub them, but we have something that'll just mask right over that, and that's not really the way to do it, but when it's your car you can do that. Duragloss 265, it says ultimate detail spray. It's not a detail spray on your car, it's for your tires. I'm gonna show you how it works. video. Today I'm showing you how I like to wash the car in the heat, especially in Vegas. We get a lot of heat, and which products work best for me so I can work fast. I don't have to worry about stuff happening during the wash. What happens during the wash? Well, things dry in the heat. So McKee's has a bunch of different soaps. Today I showed you 3 of them that I used. Power Wash. This is wash, gloss, and wax. Graphene Auto Wash. SiO2 Auto Wash. Foam Cannon and Bucket approved. I let them dry for you guys. All you got to do is rehydrate them with the water and they will come back to life and rinse right off. You don't have to worry. A lot of soaps, you let them dry, you're going to have issues, especially on the glass. And I showed you on the glass, definitely, that you could see it dry and just wash right away. So fantastic soaps. You can go ahead, even while you're working, after you spray this and foam it on, you can work on your wheels. And that's exactly what I did in this video. I used the Poor Boys spray and rinse wheel cleaner. So this is a new one that I've been playing with. You spray it on, let it sit a little bit, no agitation needed, and rinse it. Did that while I was waiting for the foam to dry. Wheels came out clean. After I did that, I got the touchless sealant from 303. You spray that on wet after you've washed the wheels. Spray this on while it's wet. Spray them, rinse them off with the pressure washer. You need some kind of pressure on there, and that creates a seal on there, a bond. This is very hydrophobic stuff. Did that as well as the soap was drying. After doing that, we came back, we rinsed all the soap off, and then we did a hand wash. I used the SiO2 Auto Wash. This is a very lubricating and leaves the paint slick. So we washed it all by hand, let that dry again, rinsed it off, no problem at all. I also showed you guys some of the beading on the hood from the McKee's coating. I think that is the newest graphene coating that they sent me over here, and I tried that on the hood of this car, and it is beading fantastically. All right, even with letting the soap dry and rinsing it off, no effect. The beads are pristine on that. When you come to dry your car after you're done, get yourself a nice high gloss detail spray is what I chose. You can choose whatever you like. Spray it on the paint a little bit. Get yourself a nice big towel like this. This is a Glacier 1100. This is the biggest one they offer. They offer 3 sizes. I want the biggest one because I want to dry the fastest amount of time. It's hot out here. You start in the sunniest part of the car where the sun is hitting the car. Start drying, and you spray this on a few panels, start to dry, and move around to the car. You do the shaded area last because that's going to dry. It's got more time. It's going to dry last. So you've got more time to get to that. Once you're done with that, you're all finished up. Go ahead and grab your Poor Boys glass cleaner. This is super sun friendly and streak free. Get your favorite towel. I like these type of gauntlet towels or any type of twisted loop towel. I gravitate to twisted loop towels, and this glass cleaner works fantastic in the sun. Once again, that's the theme, in the sun here. So after we were all done, I didn't scrub my tires today. I'm in a little bit of a hurry. I grabbed the Duraglass 265 Ultimate Detail Spray, sprayed them around. This just sits right on top and glosses them up. It is not going to sling. I have been using this. I've gone through bottles of this stuff and the brother one of it, and I can't think of it. It's the black bottle. They both work fantastic, guys. So it lasts about 10 days, and usually I'm washing the car again by that time. So very good product, very easy process. All of the products I use today are something that's going to help you wash faster and more efficiently in the sun and the heat. Now, whether you start in the morning, I would prefer, or at the night, I would prefer you do, because it's cooler morning and night, but sometimes we don't have a choice. Go over to autoforge.net. Check out all of these products and many more, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked the video. Enjoy your day, guys. Have a good day.